Dun, da, 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 dun, da, da, da. Give me my hat. Give me the item. It belongs in a museum. So do you.
Hello, Midnight Magic Museum family. I am the Earl of Florida, still not quite humble, but you've come to expect that of me. Today we're going to be doing the Watcher Files. If you don't know what the Watcher Files is, you can check it up there, where there's a little link to click and look at some of the others, or I can just tell you what it's about. The Watcher Files is where I watch things and I talk about things. I know, surprising, right? There is a fly. Anywho, so that's what we're doing today. And as the four little videos showed, before I had my other hat, we won't talk about what else the Baron did, but it will be on Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Not the Die of Destiny, the Dial, with an L at the end. So, prepare yourself, lean back, relax, strap in, hold on, pray for everything you're worth, because here we go on this journey where I'm your ferryman down the stream of multimedia. And here we go. We have a Harrison Ford, an older Indiana Jones, and he's on the subway. Okay, and he's going to work. It looks like they're throwing a party! Surprise! Maybe a retirement party? Who knows? It could be. He doesn't look exactly thrilled. He's retiring. Well, in that case, what are we drinking? Same with the goddaughter. Okay, so it's his goddaughter. Or does she end up being his actual daughter? Oh, he got punched in the face by a young Harrison Ford. Didn't look bad there with that de-aging. But Harrison Ford, I absolutely love him. He's awesome. Okay, we've got Nazis, or the former Nazis. Or, you know what, that never goes well. Oh, wait, what? Huh? She locked him in! Mads Mikkelsen. You know what, that's not really Mads Mikkelsen because he has both eyes. Maybe he'll lose an eye in this movie like every other movie he's in, but there goes Harrison Ford. There goes Boyd Holbrook, who, from Logan and a few other things, also The Fugitive. And run! You can outrace... No, you can't. You're going to get smushed. The end of Harrison Ford and Indiana Jones. I will correct them all. No, you stole it. No, then you stole it. Oh, then I stole it. What does this all mean? Stealing is wrong. It says so in the Ten Commandments. You know, from Raiders of the Lost Ark, you know all about this, Indiana Jones. Come on out. Okay, that looked like it would be kind of fun. But where is that? Was that on the wing of the plane? Because that doesn't make sense aerodynamically. They'd be like, whew, gone. But we're back in the temple, or is that, I don't know. Word of water, final triumph, something's going on. Too much, too fast. John Rhys Davies! I love him. Gimli, throw me, don't tittle the dwarf. As you fall out. I'm telling you, that's probably his daughter. I've got to guess that's his daughter. Surprise, surprise, bam, boom. I've been shot 9 times. You know what? He's up on me, including once by your father. You know what? I've been shot by a good friend of mine before. You know who I'm talking to. I blame you. I won't forgive you. But I've been looking forward to this. Him, not me. This is all my life. Okay, Harrison Ford. You know what? Indiana Jones 5, Dial of Destiny. Right there. Classic. Only in theaters, June 30th. But what if it's July? Does that make sense? Okay, maybe not. But either way, here we go. So, there was a lot going on in that one, obviously. A lot of actors. I am a big fan of Harrison Ford, so, you know, I love him. Now, one of the other actors who was in this movie is Antonio Banderas, and I have not seen him in the trailer. I was looking, but I didn't see him. Maybe he was that dark figure on the edge of the plane or the end ramp or wherever that was. I don't know. Looked like Raiders of the Lost Ark. Toby Jones from the first Avenger is in there. I love him. He's a good actor. I like Boyd Holbrook a lot. But Mads Mikkelsen is the bomb. He's probably going to lose an eye in this movie somewhere at some point because he hates one of his eyes in every movie he's in just about. But so I'm looking forward to this. But my issue with this is very simple, okay? We're going to break it down. Raiders of the Lost Ark came out in 1981, $20 million budget, made $389 million at the box office. That is a smash. Then just 3 years later, came out with the second one, which was The Temple of Doom, cost $28.17 million to make, banked $333 million, again, at the box office. Bam! Then guess what? 5 years later, it was The Last Crusade, also starring Sean Connery, $48 million, banked $474 million at the box office. And that for a very long time, a very, very, very long time, like 19 years, that was it. But then they decided to come out with one more, Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. We're not going to talk about the plot or anything else because let's not do it. But the budget was $185 million, and the box office was $790 million. Now that is amazing because 19 years is an entire generation. There is nobody. So that movie made money off of the fact that for almost 20 years, nobody cared about Indiana Jones. The kids growing up, the kids who were already, mid-teens, pre-teens, all those. So for 20 years, they lost an entire generation that they could have reached out to and hooked if they had done a movie sooner, that they didn't. So a lot of the people that went and saw this movie were, at the earliest, would have been mid-20s, all the way through, because the ones in the mid-20s watched The Last Crusade, saw Sean Connery and John Rhys Davies and Harrison Ford battling it out for finding the goblet, hidden, and, nobody else has really seen Indiana Jones since then because that was the end of the trilogy. But guess what? 15 years, just about 15 years after number 4, they come out with Indiana Jones, which the box office is the budget is $300 million. It is $20 million more than the previous 4 budgets put together. So, according to Lord Cephas, it's going to have to bank somewhere around $600 to $900 million to break even and make a profit, which is crazy because the youngest people who are going to go see this movie are now 40. And the people who are 40 to 50 are going to be going to the theaters to see Super Mario Brothers with their kids. The people from 50 to 60 are going to go to theaters not to see Indiana Jones 5, but to see Super Mario Brothers. Why? With their grandchildren. The people, in the mid-60s and later, they're not going to go to the theaters regardless. Ever. And then for the ones who started, this journey a long time ago with Harrison Ford, most of them are no longer with us. So that's going to put a very, very tight niche on who's going to go see this movie and who's going to spend $900 million at the box office. I'm going to go because I love Harrison Ford. Yes, I love him. Not in a weird way, but he's awesome. He's Han Solo. He's Harrison Ford. He's Jack Ryan. He's Indiana Jones. How can you go wrong with Harrison Ford? Plus, Mads Mikkelsen is also amazing. But you know what? That's the short rundown. A lot of action, a lot of nostalgia, a lot of throwback leading into the previous streams. So the first one and the third one, which is probably their best bet. So you know what? Lean into it. Try to get as much nostalgia as you can and try to pull people in because with a runtime of 2 hours and 22 minutes, that's a long time for nostalgia from a group of people that are going to have to go to the bathroom a lot. And yes, I'm talking about Lord Cephas, not me, because I'm not that old yet. I'm just distinguished. Or distinguishing looking because I'm funny. But that's not the point. So you know what time it is. Hit that like button, hit subscribe, leave a comment, tell me I'm right, tell me I'm wrong, tell me something, and I promise not to cry more than 5 minutes in the corner because with a dial of destiny, I could cry in the corner for 5 hours and just somehow rewind it and it'll only be 5 minutes. So, from me to you, love you, look forward to see you next time, and remember to check us out. Midnight Magic Musings will be tonight, live. Check it out, or else. See you there.